Well, welcome everyone. We are in Tokyo. We've finished our tour of Japan, and now we're in the capital city. A fitting place to move to next after we did the country itself, mainly because it hosted the Olympics not too long ago, a year late, the 2020 Summer Olympics. Tokyo, yeah, the largest city in the world, over 14 million people in its actual kind of boundary, 32.5 in the greater metropolitan area, and 23 special wards, which we're going to play one by one starting this week. Yeah, it became the capital officially in 1868 when the emperor moved from Kyoto and Edo was renamed Tokyo. We got a lot of changes, and obviously the big boom that has led to the city that it is today. So we're going to start over on the eastern side and work our way through all of the special wards, and we're going to start off in Edogawa. Our maps are going to be provided by Kusogant, who is a Japanese map maker, if I even pronounce his name correctly. He's a great map maker for Japanese maps. I love all of them. You do have to usually search them in Japanese, which can make it a little bit hard, but he's got a great collection of maps, and we're going to cover them all. Plenty of locations, so definitely replayable. For this one, so I'm gonna enjoy showing off his maps as well. So yeah, let's jump into our first map here. 4 minutes, and here we go. Yeah, Edogawa. Oh, house. Okay, so about to say there are quite a few parks. Being on the outskirts of Tokyo, it's not exactly the densest populated place. It's actually known for its abundance of parks and greenery. We're right on the coast. We are probably in the Sea Life Park. Seaside. Oh, maybe it's just a seaside. Over here, we are way down here. I know this is the Sea Life, and we must be something like that. Observation Square, Sea Wind Square. I don't see the... I'm looking for the actual, like, Ferris wheel. Large park with a Ferris wheel. Yes, but where is the Ferris wheel? Ah, the house, maybe? That's about as good as it's going to get. We're inside of the park. We're not by a hotel. Oh, Diamond and Flower Ferris wheel. Were we over here? Mermaid Paradise. I think that's what I saw on the sign there. Yeah, it's actually facing west, not north. It runs north-south, which makes sense. We can make our way to the parking structure, which is over here. The trick is, for this one, that map will go away, is where exactly we start, because we don't actually see some restrooms behind us. This little path is all of this. That's a bit interesting. Okay, little path over there. We can't go any further. We teleported to the gazebo, I would assume. The path up to it. Bridge in the pond to the south. Yeah, I mean, this is probably as accurate as we can get given this area. I don't think we... Yeah, we can't even really judge the distance except for... I mean, if I have to say anything, we're... But if these are the toilets, then, like, that's a huge gap. And we're, like, smack dab in the middle of it almost. There's supposed to be a mermaid. Oh, are we down? Seaside Fair Fantasy House. Seaside Fantasy House. The mermaid must be this stuff. About all I see. I think we're going to call that good. And we are close enough, I guess. Yeah, that was obviously a building. that has the Ferris wheel behind it. It's not completely attached, at least on the map here. Not too bad, 5K nonetheless. Yeah, so in Tokyo, we're not going to really be able to use area codes because it's all the same city. We're definitely going to be looking for these neighborhood names. That's really going to be useful, and plenty of points of interest. So obviously, the whole Sea Life area down here is a very big point of interest. There is also not too far the Metro Museum, which is a good thing, but it's also kind of very far south. It does tend to bleed over a bit in across the river here. As you can see the line, so be careful with some of these areas. So Hirai neighborhood is a really good thing to notice because it is going to be over there. Also some park names might be well to look out for, as well as a few of the rivers that run along the edge. And this is actually the Edogawa over here. And so keeping track of some of those rivers, and of course, subway and train stations are always going to be great landmarks for us to use in this series. So I'm going to be a little bit long-winded in this one just because I want to explain not only what we're doing here, but in the future to come. But I've got plenty of good facts and tourism information for you for Edogawa and all the 23 special wards. As you can see, it's right on the edge of Tokyo-to and Chiba-ken, right next to Tokyo Disneyland. It's often joked with the river separating it from kind of the main body of Tokyo, that it is kind of like it's already Chiba. So a lot of hardcore Tokyoites consider this river, the Arakawa River, kind of the real Tokyo, and this is almost basically already in Chiba, kind of suburban, whatnot. But it is a very beautiful place because of that. It's kind of separated from everything else, and yeah, let's get into our second round and see if we can't do just as well as we did before. This looks like a river right here, and yes sir, we will head that way. Yes, we have a river to our east, and we have a neighborhood. Okay, I thought I saw that. Here, it's Sugi. Okay, so this is the river. See, again, these neighborhoods are really helpful. We are in Sanchome, so there's Yon, there's Sun. There we go. We are next to a construction company. Itensha something kojo, so bike. I can never remember. Is it Jidosha or it's probably Jidosha. It's probably a car, not Tensha, not a bicycle shop. The kanji in the middle always gets me sometimes if I go too fast. So where exactly did we spawn? We spawned. There's a driving range here too. Okay, so this is we went right past it, didn't we? So there's a road and then a house. Should be able to do this a lot faster. Counting buildings. There's the road 1, 2. 1, 2, and then a gap, and then another house. And then 2 houses. We should be right in front of this house. Only 2 minutes. There we go. 0 meters exactly on it. It's a little bit lucky. Can't control the actual pin location in Google, but that's very nice. There we go. Yeah, those river banks that you notice there as well, they're very good clues that you're next to a river because you usually can't see them, but those kind of barricades are usually a very good hint at what's just over yonder for that. Yeah, another thing that I found was really cool about Edogawa is has a famous goldfish festival where you can try to catch little goldfish in the kind of games that they have in their festivals, and it happens in July. So if you're in Tokyo for the summer, head on out here and hit some of the nice parks and take in some of the festivals. Not too bad for that. Okay, round number 3, doing pretty well so far. We actually got a sign. Ooh, we have a home store right there. We got a sign actually, which is really nice. You don't always see these. Hiraohashi, we know where that is. And we've got the Kuramai Dori, Hashidori. So we know that Hirai is over here. Great Hiroshi Bridge, that's not it. Too far south. Kyodori, that is to our east. Okay, I actually need to know what neighborhood we're actually in. That'll help us a lot more. Kotoshinbashi Bridge. It must be very close to the river, but I don't... Ah, there's the bridge right there. Okay, so this is the 315, and we're going to go over the 476. And maybe it's 315. Yeah, I was about to say maybe we're actually further in than we think we are. We're going over the 470. Nitori, McDonald's. There's definitely not a park there. This is really weird. Okay. Center. Okay, let's go back to the start. And I need to find what neighborhood we actually are in. I still have not seen a good clue for that. These massive apartment blocks are very common all over suburban Tokyo. Yeah, okay, we are over there. Oh, there's the 76. It's on the border with the other prefecture. That's why I couldn't figure it out. There's the corner. There's where we went down. We're right there. Yes, that's why the neighborhood is all we really want. There's a road going to our north from the corner. Yeah, we're basically in that corner, aren't we? There's this little inlet here. Yeah, that should be the road. We are something like that. Good enough. 4 meters. That'll do it. 3 aces in a row. Not too bad. A good start to Tokyo. Once you actually know the coup, it's not too bad. Finding the small neighborhood in all of Tokyo is really rough, but finding just a neighborhood in a coup, in a actual ward, is not as bad as we want. We have 4 minutes. We might look at knocking that down if this is a little bit too easy. Oh, Higashi, I remember this. This is over here. I forget how to say that. Kaisai. So we are in Higashi Kaisai. Is over here somewhere. There it is. Sancho Mei. There's 4, but that might not even be the right one. 5. Okay, come on, show up. 5. They're not always labeled, which can be a little bit annoying. We know we're in number 6, a 6 block as well. This is 4. We're probably over here. Do we see a 6? Yeah, maybe somewhere over here. Okay, a very small road that runs north-south. Oh boy. Okay, now we can get out of this. Ooh, bus stop. And that's a highway. Is it a highway or is it actually a river again? There's buildings right there, so I think it's probably a road. But that's definitely a road. Yeah, that looks more like a road. Okay, and that was to our northeast. Some of this stuff. And I think we are maybe next to a river. Problem is all these roads go the same direction. If you've got a nice little intersection or something to pinpoint, it's not too hard, but this one's actually going to give us a little bit of a old coverage too. Oh boy. There we go. Back to the nice coverage. Yeah, this has to be a road. No, maybe it is a river. There's a lookout point. And we're in old Tokyo coverage. Really interesting. Again, like I said, you can't really see what's just a wall. Those are water controls, so it is the river. So we're actually really close. We have to be up here. There's 6. There's the bus stop. Okay. There's a road going to our west. And then this road should have a dead end to our north. Yes? Well, Google thinks it's a dead end anyways. Okay. And then... Ooh, do we have apartment name? Dai. They're not labeled on the map, though. If we go north and then over... We hit Koa. Yeah, that's it. North and over. That's it. We got it. 1 meter. How about that? Way to go, boo-boo. Next round. Final round. We're on a perfect game. I'm on a roll lately. Oh, and these massive apartment complexes. Okay, we need to find a neighborhood, but these can be, they're often numbered and labeled pretty well. Here we go. Kuai Haramachi Nami something. Built in Heisei 21. Is Aihara district? Might be. Don't forget to always check out the train station names. Sometimes they are named for a region. I don't see anything there. I think we're better off going to this big road right here. Ah, and Edogawa. I don't know if all of Tokyo has this, but they have this right here. Nagisa Public Health Support Center. These are government things, and they are very helpful. They tend to be all over the place. Ooh, we see a road number? No, that wasn't a road number. Just a mirage in the corner of my eye. Again, there's the river to our south. These rivers are really doing us some good. I wish this would tell me river to our south. That's a little weird. A couple rivers that cut through. No, not that area. Well, we always have one bad round, don't we? This might be it. We're hoping we get lots of government offices, but I don't know if I don't think Nagisa is a district name. There's a massive. Are we right on the? No, we can't be that far down. It feels like it's pretty major river. That's kind of the trick. Is like river to our sort of south, southeast maybe. We should find a major road number or a sign that tells us what district we're in for sure. Definitely a couple parks going on over here. There we go. Like all the time, there's always signs everywhere about telling us where we are. Ah, Higashi. Okay. We're back over here again. I believe so, anyways. Oh, we were way further. There's Nagisa Park. We were in Minami, but we found a sign for east. So we must have just, yeah, we must have just crossed the border. That's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, literally, there is a southeast facing river. And I just did not think we were that far south because of what's down here. We were just, I guess we could have kept going south. We should have maybe hit this. This might have been a pretty good clue, but that's a bit unfortunate. But I mean, it's pretty tough. We probably saw the least amount of information there. Nagisa is not an actual district, and the only district name we did see was when we happened to cross the. Or I did feel like we were here, and that would have been a little bit better than dropping us all the way down here. But that's a bit unfortunate. But still fun nonetheless. Oh, that's Tokyo for you. You can get lost in little side roads, and just what information can lead you to finding it. It's really going to vary. We had some really what looked like weird locations, but lots of good clues with either road numbers, a bridge, the neighborhood on the poles, and then sometimes you're like, well, we're right next to something that I feel like is easy to find, but it's still a huge city to search through, and the names, it's densely packed. There's tons of point of interest, so it's really fun. And I'm glad we didn't get a perfect game. would have maybe set expectations a little bit too high for the series, but we did pretty well all together. Let's take out our summary here. 20,000. Yeah, pretty much a last round disaster. It cost us there, but we did make over 20,000, which is not too bad. Let's check out our game. Yeah, 4 perfect rounds. A very fast round, and round number 2 was not too bad. We were pretty good. Scattered through all different corners. I'm glad we had one location in Hirai, which is across the river. Don't forget that that is part of Edogawa, so don't check that out when you're playing these kinds of maps. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Japan series, and you will enjoy watching all of the Tokyo series as well. We've got 23 awards to come in the next 23 weeks, and I will see you in the next one. We head just a bit north to Katsushika, another great kind of suburban or kind of with green ward in Tokyo. And we'll see you then. Take care.